one of the repeat speaker on WordPress. I've noticed this person on Montreal months ago when I was visiting Canada. And please introduce yourself.
So I'm Cory Maass, WordPress developer now for about 8 years, and my main side hustle is a plugin called Kanban for WordPress.
Okay, so we're interviewing a WordPress developer who has his own plugin.
That's right.
So my question to you would be about WordCamp, since we're a new guy on the block, and maybe new people want to join the community. They don't know what this WordCamp is and how effective it is for them, for their businesses. How many events have you had so far, and how they've been working for you?
Oh geez, I've gone to at least 4 or 5 every year for 5 years.
5 years. That's really impressive. Yeah.
I go to a lot, been to a lot, speaking a lot. Yeah.
Could you tell me more about your business and what your plugin specifically does for WordPress users?
Sure. So my plugin takes a Kanban board. Most people are familiar with Trello, so something like Trello, and embeds it into your WordPress admin. So the idea being that your clients, if you're working with somebody or working with a team, can sign into your own WordPress website rather than having to go to a third-party website. We also offer a lot more customization, so people can use it for project management or sales tracking or as an editorial calendar or kind of whatever it is you need it to do.
Okay. So we'll put a link in a video next to this plugin, so you guys can check it out and try it. Do you have like a free tier to try it out, or you have like only paid options?
Oh, of course, it's a WordPress plugin. So you go to the plugin directory, download the free version, give that a try, and then we have a pro add-on that's $150 a year, or we just introduced a lifetime. So give us $500, but then you've got access to all upgrades forever.
Okay. Yeah, in my experience, that WordPress community expects everything handed them for free. Since they started in the very beginning, like I did in 2008, we did everything for free. Like even our plugins, we didn't charge anything, and people were still not. People still weren't satisfied. They're like complaining, like, "Oh, this doesn't work." They give you bad feedback.
I think that's
now we started charging money slowly, right? So the audience are getting there. So I think the early adopters who were probably teenagers back in the day, now they grew up, started having some disposable income, and now prices can be justified, right? If you offer a good product, you could charge money for that. So how is this penetration pricing goes for you so far? So since you offer a free tier, does it allow to actually increase the number of downloads?
Oh yeah, I mean 80% of our traffic comes from the free plugin, people just trying it and liking it. So it's a pattern that it's freemium, but inside the walled garden that is the plugin directory. So I recommend it for pretty much anybody who's wanting to get into product. It's a great place to start. It's an easy place to start, and you have the benefit of people going to the plugin directory because everything's free. It's kind of like if you're bored standing in line, you get on your phone and you just start downloading whatever free game is available that day. People do the same thing just to try them out. So it's a great way to get traffic.
So there's a lot of impulse buying on that, on the free offer.
I would say impulse trying. Right.
Impulse trying. And how search engine wise are you doing so far? Do you have good positions in the rankings inside of directory?
Inside the directory, we do okay. That's tough because the algorithm's top secret, and you never really know. The bigger issue is not so much for ranking, but to know what people are searching for. Outside of that, we've got a lot of competition because we are obviously not the only Kanban board on the internet, but we do okay.
Yes, the competition is the key, because when we compete with each other, it also gives us ideas how well we're doing, because there are challengers, there are some market leaders, there are some people who are behind us, and events such as this one, you interact with entrepreneurs, you get to talk to them, and you understand that this is something you could improve on. This is your feedback. Any plans to expand the product? Do something else besides this plugin?
Well, for this plugin, right now we're actually in the middle of rewriting it from scratch to address a lot of the advanced business cases that we hadn't considered when we started. So hopefully next year we're coming, or not hopefully next year, but hopefully sooner than later. We are in beta testing the new version, but next year release the new version that's going to add a lot of extra features, and in fact move a lot of the paid features down to the free version, so people can get a lot more out of just trying the plugin, and hopefully it'll do a lot more for them. As far as expanding beyond this product, I don't have any immediate plans, no.
Besides WordPress directory, do you have advice to our viewers where else they could find a good users for their products? If they have other plugins to promote, how would they? What would be effective for them?
Well, we are here on 42nd Street in Manhattan. So if you stand on the street corner with a sandwich board, I'm just kidding. That's totally sarcasm. No, I've actually found that I get a lot of value of coming to these types of WordCamps. You don't necessarily have to be a big fancy sponsor. Just wearing a shirt and talking to people all day long makes a big difference.
So this is some good example of guerrilla marketing, right? So you don't really invest much into sponsorship, but the entry level ticket is only $40 for this event, and this opens up the doors for free coffee, free meals, and lots of networking opportunities, because we are right now sponsoring this. So we did commit to a lot of signage, banners, we do have flyers, but if you really want to get a foot into the door, don't be afraid. Just look up the closest WordCamp in your city. They run all over the world, and show up and talk to amazing people like this gentleman.
Yeah, I often, when I come to these, there are big hotels. I stay at Airbnbs, so I'm on a budget, and drive down, stay for the night, and hang out. It's a great way to get started.
That's a great spirit, and I think speaking opportunity also gives you the entrance into a higher level of communication with users. So, yeah, congratulations and welcome to WordCamp. I'm so glad to see you again in New York City, and good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you too. Thanks.